No teaching, no nothing. I just want to let y'all know that if you feel alone, if you feel like you have nobody, if you feel like you haven't found somebody in the longest damn time, I want y'all to know that you will find exactly what you're looking for, even if you don't fully understand how, when, whatever. You don't need to know all the details, bitch. Just know that it's gonna happen because I said so and that's it. You've waited long enough, you've been patient your entire life, you've been doing the work, all the bullshit. Now it's time for you to shine. So stop shitting on yourself, stop telling yourself that you won't be successful, that you won't be happy, that then all the bullshit that you've been telling yourself, because none of it is true. I just really need y'all to open up y'all's minds and to understand that things will be okay, that they're destined to being okay. If you want the best of the best for yourself and you want to be surrounded by a bunch of people who love you and appreciate you, just trust me when I say that it's gonna happen. Just know that it has no other choice but to happen for you, because this is what's meant for you. Take it or leave it, bitch, but it's the truth. Claim it.
She's the baddest of them all. The baddest of them all. She's the baddest of them all.
Now I know what's real, what's fake.
Stop doing this when y'all scared that shit's not gonna work out, because why the fuck wouldn't it work out? If you want it to work out, it's gonna work out. You don't need this shit to secure that shit, bruh. If you want it to work out, it will. That's all you gotta know. Okay, if y'all want a very helpful manifestation method that I use to claim that 2022 was your most perfect year and that you walked into 2023 with everything that you want right now, I'm gonna show you how to do this by using something that I like to call the letter method. So the way that this works is that you would write a letter to your future self, aka the version of yourself that you are right now, to thank yourself for everything that you have right now, thanking them for getting you every single thing that you want right now. You are simply writing a letter to the version of yourself that already has everything that they want, which of course is the version of yourself that you are right now, just like I said. So you can always write this letter to yourself on paper, but I today am going to use a website called Future Me. This website is really great for writing yourself letters, like literally writing yourself a letter right here and then marking when you want to see it again in the future. So the way that you would go about this is that right here, you're just simply gonna write everything that you are thankful that you have right now. So let's say that you're trying to manifest the perfect house for yourself or whatever. You're going to write, thank you for getting me the perfect house. I love my perfect house. I'm so thankful for my perfect house. Like whatever you want to write. But the whole point here is that you are not allowing yourself to feel like there's any kind of separation between you or your manifestation/desires. It is important to remember that, because at the end of the day, no matter what it is that you want, you already have it. Like there's a version of you out there that exists with all the stuff that you want. So you might as well just thank yourself for the fact that you already have everything that you want, thus making it feel more real to you. So here I wrote like a little sample letter for y'all to see. I thank you for getting me everything that I want. Thank you for making me the happiest and best version of myself. I'm so happy and love and rich thanks to you. You see what I'm saying? The way that I'm typing here, I'm not saying, oh, maybe in the future by now I'll have this. Maybe by now I'll have that. No, bitch. I'm thanking me because I have it right now. That's the best part about it. It's literally set in stone because I said so. And that's exactly what you're going to be doing for yourself as well. So write down anything that you want, whether it's you becoming a doctor, you doing this, you getting money here, you do whatever the fuck you want to do, bruh. Write it all down like it's already happened right here, right now, thanking yourself for it because duh, you got it right now. And then you set the dates for whenever you want to receive it. Like if you want to just write your letter and delete it, you always can do that. Or if you want to mark it for 5 years in the future, it doesn't matter when you want to. The whole idea is simply to just thank yourself for everything that you have. And you know what? You can write it down for 3 years in the future, 1 year in the future, and then one day you'll receive the letter and just be like, fuck yeah, bitch, I always have what I wanted. And even better then, because when you read it in the future, you're going to be even happier to know that everything really did come into reality, because of course it did. This manifestation method right here is a game changer, y'all. What better way to get what you want by thanking yourself for already having it? No separation, just good vibes and getting everything that we want, because why wouldn't we? Use it to your advantage and enjoy. Want to know the fastest way to make money? Spend it, and don't be afraid to fucking spend it. Every single time you give $1 out, I want you to know that that dollar is going to come back to you times 10, times 2, times 100 million, and that you could never lose $1 because money's universal. So long as you realize and know for yourself that you spending money has nothing to do with you losing money, that losing money is all about the mindset that you have. If you believe that spending money is going to make you lose money, then you're probably going to fucking lose money. Then how can you lose? Like, how can you really lose? If you know that you're a universal vessel, which you are, of course, then why the fuck wouldn't you make more than enough money than you actually need? Like, why wouldn't you? The only way is if you say that you can, is if you say that you're going broke, but of course, you're not. Nor could you ever, because in your reality, you're not meant to be broke. You're a rich ass bitch who got the money in the bag just like that, so don't be afraid to spend it. Every single dollar that you give out, you are getting back times 10. Know it. If you want to improve your life spiritually, mentally, physically, whatever the fuck, bro, but in every aspect, I'm gonna tell you right now that the only thing that you have to do, and I swear, like, this changes lives and y'all don't even fucking peep it, is just dress the way that you want to dress. In a way that makes you feel like a bad bitch, because you doing that is going to help your self-esteem in a way that you don't even fucking peep, bro. I'm telling y'all. When you feel like shit, you dress like shit because you feel like you deserve to look like shit. When you feel good about yourself, what do? You dress in a way that shows that you feel good about yourself. And even though this is heavily overlooked because people don't put two and two together when it comes to this, I'm gonna tell y'all right now that the second that I started dressing the way that I wanted to dress, like genuinely speaking, in a way that made me feel confident about myself, was the second that I realized that confidence is so easy to have. Like, the only thing that you have to do is just do shit that makes you feel good about yourself. That's it. So if you feel like a bad bitch, dress like a bad bitch. And even if you don't feel like one, dress like one to make yourself feel like one. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to say here? I'm telling you that decorating your physical body is going to be the best thing that you could ever do for your spirit. Your soul is going to thank you for allowing yourself to look physically good for yourself in the end. And the way that it's going to thank you is by allowing you to feel good inside of yourself at all times, because we all deserve happiness. Duh. You're welcome. Wait, stop scrolling. You're a bad bitch. Keep scrolling. The one and only thing that I don't believe in are coincidences. There are absolutely no coincidences within this universe because everything works out perfectly, like exactly the way that it's supposed to. If you want that dream car and you see that dream car everywhere, I'm telling you, it's not a fucking coincidence that you're seeing that car everywhere. If your assigned angel number is 333 and you see 333 everywhere, it's not a coincidence. If you've been thinking about naming your son a certain name and you see that name everywhere, it is not a coincidence. Every single thing within this universe that radiates a good energy, positive energy, is always going to be supported. So if you are the type of person who feels like you need physical confirmation to let you know if something's meant for you or not, trust me when I say that that universe is going to come through to let you know what's up, because everything ties in together. Everything is interconnected. Everything is linked to each other. And I think that that's a very wonderful thing, because no matter what you see, no matter what you question, no matter what you hear, no matter what you think, the universe is always going to show you exactly why you're right through all of those coincidences that you're seeing. It's never a coincidence, honey. It's exactly what you're supposed to be seeing. That's literally it. If you're seeing what you're seeing, it's definitely for a reason. Don't underestimate it. Take it as you will. All right, y'all. So within the law of assumption, there's this thing that we do, or that we don't do, which is called checking the 3D. The 3D being your physical reality in which everything is, like any physical item, you feel me? Whatever. This is a physical item in the 3D. Now let's say, for example, that I'm manifesting for this thing in the physical 3D to disappear. That means that in the physical reality, it would literally be gone, okay? So that's what affirming for that is. Like, I don't want that in my life. So immediately off of you saying that, within the 4D, which is the reality that you don't see, like the different dimension in which everything is already manifested, just by you saying it, it's already gonna be fucking gone because I said so. Now, if y'all didn't understand clearly, basically, me affirming the fact that I don't want this thing in my 3D, I don't want it in my 3D, I don't want it here, it's not here, it's not here, it's not here. I'm telling myself that repetitively, even though it's still in my room and it's still here and I can still physically see it. With enough repetition of saying it's not here because I fucking said so, eventually something's going to happen where this thing literally physically disappears. Maybe someone will break it, maybe someone will take it, whatever it is, but it's going to disappear from my physical reality because I said so. Just like that, because I fucking said so. Now, what I was saying about the 4D reality is that basically the second that you say that something's gone or here or whatever, it's already manifested in that reality. Because nothing in the 3D is solidified, like literally nothing is solidified until you say that it is. Everything and anything can be shifted just because you say that, physically speaking, like you think it all the time, you say it all the time to yourself, whatever it is, but you know that it's true. So upon you saying, I don't want this candle in my physical reality, like I said before, in the 4D, it's already manifested, gone. It's fucking disappeared. So as I continue to affirm it, it's gone, it's gone, it's gone. I'm not going to be checking to see if it's gone, going to be checking to see if someone took it, if it broke, whatever, that it disappeared. I am not going to be checking what happened to this thing physically speaking, because that would be considered checking the 3D. Do y'all understand what I'm trying to say? Checking the 3D is when you check to see if things are actually moving and all this shit, which you are not supposed to do, because checking the 3D is what makes things not happen, because you should not be checking for something that you know is already done. That's the whole point of using the law of assumption. You affirm for it, knowing in your heart that it's done. You said that this is gone, then it's gone. Why would you check for something that you know is already gone? Do not check the 3D because you're afraid, because I don't know, because bitch, the fuck, if you're affirming for it, it's done. Stop making it harder for yourself to believe, because the second that you say that something is, it simply is, and that's it. You should be having a lot of peace in your heart knowing that anything that you say flies the second that you say that it does. Stop checking that shit out. Let it flow as it should, because it will. It already has. Because you said so. And that's it.
Why would I listen to you? It's about to make me mad right here.
You this way all the time.
Can't live your life being a doubter. You got way too much shit to manifest, you got way too many things to do, and you got a lot of places to be at. No one in this world is ever gonna scare you out of being exactly who the fuck you're meant to be, because you know exactly what you deserve, you know what you bring to the table, you know of the power you hold, so why in this world would you ever allow yourself to manifest anything less than what you actually deserve to have? You know who you are, babe. Just like I said, you know who the fuck you are. You know what you bring to the table. Never, ever, ever sleep on that power, because that power is going to take you all the way. And as long as you remember this for yourself, as long as you remember the power you hold, just what you can do for yourself, all of the amazing things you can really have, your life will genuinely be as beautiful, as brilliant, as wonderful, as perfect, as successful as you want it to be, for the simple reason that you want it that way because you said so, and that's it. So no matter what the case may be, remember who you are, remember what you bring to the table, and remember your power no matter what. You know what's up. Deep down inside, you really do. Okay guys, let's break down the law of assumption. For those who don't know what it is, I'm about to put you onto a blessing, okay? Because the law of assumption is something that everyone can use in their favors. Trust me guys, conscious manifesting, which is like when you know that you're manifesting something, when you're taking control of your life to manifest whatever it is that you're manifesting, like you can manifest the entire world simply because you want it by using the law of assumption. So the law of assumption is all about taking control over your life. It's basically when you affirm and persist within having what it is that you want. Let me tell you exactly what that means. It's basically like, let's say for example, you really want a BMW, right? You keep telling yourself, I have a BMW, I have a BMW, I have a BMW. And even though people might tell you, you don't have a BMW, bitch, you don't got shit in your driveway. Or maybe you even start to overthink and you're like, maybe I don't have the BMW, maybe I don't, whatever. That you don't let that shit affect you or your thoughts. Because the whole thing here is that despite when anyone's telling you what you see or even what you might think, as long as you are consistently telling yourself that you do have that BMW will make way into your life. And no, you don't need to know how, you don't need to know when, you don't need to know why, you don't need to know what. No logical shit needs to be known. The only thing that you need to know is that it's gonna happen in your favor because you, the creator, said so, and that's it. That's the beautiful thing about using the law of assumption. It's all about taking that inner power and making something useful out of it, because you can literally have every single thing that you fucking want just because you want that thing, because you are consistently telling yourself that you have that thing. If you experience having doubts while you are affirming and persisting on so said thing, that's completely okay. What ends up manifesting in your favor are the things that you consistently tell yourself and think about on a day-to-day basis. So if you are someone who thinks I'm so ugly, everyone fucking hates me, and that's like your primary thoughts all the time, you're probably gonna see the results of people thinking that or treating you as such. But in the other case where you're more empowered, you know, you kind of like know who you are, you're like, I'm that bitch, I got this, like I'm not worried, everyone loves me, you know, like really good positive things, then you start to see how that is reflected within your reality. People start to compliment you, people really fuck with you, you just feel a lot more confident within yourself, but it's because you are consciously telling yourself, I am that bitch, like I got this, you know? So instead of bringing yourself down, you're uplifting yourself in the very best way, and that is why the law of assumption is so useful to use. It's because those repetitions of your affirmations is what's going to get you what you want, and it's all thanks to you, nobody else but you. And I understand completely that this might scare a lot of people, because this scared me at first. I was like, it's really that easy? Like I can just say what I have and then I have it? The answer is beautifully yes. That's exactly how this works. It is that simple, guys. Life is supposed to be this simple. So allow me to put you on further. I'm gonna be making making more videos about the law of assumption on here. I just want to help you out in the best way possible. So let's make our lives perfect. We simply love a hot girl who knows her worth. We love a bad bitch who knows what the fuck she brings to the table. We love a main character who knows that they got this shit under control. We love an empowered person knowing that they can do this shit because they absolutely can. And we simply love all of them confident motherfuckers who got everything that they want in the bag because they said so and that's it. Confidence is always attractive, trust me guys. You want what you want, act like you got that shit with confidence and you will have that shit, period. There's really nothing to it besides this. Okay guys, so I'm gonna say one thing about this life that you live in. It is not normal to struggle. It is not normal to live in pain. It's not normal to sit here and to literally hate yourself for who you are. It's not fucking normal. I don't care what the society has told you. I don't care what you've seen or what you've heard or what you were told growing up. I don't care what it is. If you want to live the most perfect life, if you want to be the most perfect person in your reality, if you want to live the life that you've always dreamed of living, had all the money that you want the man of your dreams, the girl of your dreams, whatever you want of your dreams, all that shit that you want, the dream shit that belongs to you, that you know does belong to you. I'm going to tell you with all of my love and support that life is meant for you no matter what you thought before, okay? Even if your parents told you unrealistic, not gonna happen, grandparents told you need college in order to get it, you gotta do this to get it, bitch, I don't care what it is. Every single thing that you have imagined and dreamed for yourself is real, is possible for you to have, and you are more than capable of having that thing. Please stop allowing for your mind to be the only limit that's keeping you in one single place, keeping you away from all the things that you want, because your mind is also very, very, very capable of giving you everything that you want, given that you work with it as opposed to working against it. You simply have to know that this lifestyle does belong to you, even if you don't fully believe it, like even if you don't have the confidence inside of yourself to say, I do deserve this, at least just know that this shit is possible for you. And it absolutely is, because there is not one single life that you are supposed to be living in which you are living a life that you do not want to be living. The only life that you deserve to be living is a life that you want to be living. You deserve that. And the only person who can really make yourself see that is you. Don't be the only person standing in your way, because you would be the only person standing in your way. Because even if a million people tell you no, if you say yes, that's the only thing that matters. Be your biggest support, be your biggest fan, be the person who gets you what you want, because you know that you can do this shit. And you absolutely can. I promise you guys, no dream is too big. I'm not trying to be corny, not trying to be cringy. I'm being so dead ass. This is exactly what it is. The quicker that you come to the realization that you do deserve to have it all is the quicker that you will be living the life that you've always deserved to be living. Get out of your own way, my love. What are you doing? Get your life, get what you deserve, and live the best life of your dreams. You deserve this. I promise you, you do. How can you hate a life that you have the power to create? Like, tell me right now. Tell me the logics, bruh. How can you hate a life that you yourself have the power to create? Like, tell me. Dead ass fucking tell me, because you can't. You cannot hate a life that you have created from scratch, bitch. You gotta get up and you gotta make this thing happen in your favor. Like, you literally just do. If you don't want to be a sucker to your reality, then get up and say something different. Tell yourself that your life is amazing. Tell yourself that you've never lived better. Tell yourself that you are perfect in every way, shape, and form, whatever it is, but tell yourself exactly what it is. Because so long as you keep sitting here bitching and whining about the way things are going and poor me, poor that, like, bitch, it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be the same thing each and every single day. And I know that you don't want that. You want the best. So focus on all the blessings that you can manifest just by thinking it to yourself. I'm so rich, I'm so happy, I'm so in love, whatever. But you're telling yourself that you got this shit, because you absolutely do. Create your life to be the way that you want it to be by using your thoughts. You can do it. Money making affirmations, let's go. I am the richest person I know. I make thousands of dollars each and every single day. Everybody loves to give me money. I get paid to do nothing. People love to give me money for no reason. I make money everywhere I go. I make money for breathing. I make money for being me. Every single dollar I spend, I get back 20 times fold, bro. I get everything I want handed right back to me. All the money that I spend right back in my pocket, tripled. I have so much money that both my wallet and my bank account are overwhelmed. I am a living, breathing, eating money magnet. Money loves me. Money can't stop finding me. Money can't stop chasing me. Money needs me. Money is obsessed with me. Money wants me all the time. Money is extremely easy for me to have. Money has always been extremely easy for me to have. I have always been so wealthy. I am so wealthy. I'm so wealthy. I am so fucking wealthy. I make so much money. I'm so rich. I love being so rich. I love the fact that money loves me. Money is me. Okay, so if you are someone who uses the law of assumption, or you are a conscious manifester, somebody who knows that they are, actively manifesting what they want into their lives, I want y'all to understand exactly what it is to use repetition to your advantage, because y'all know within the law of assumption, repetition is key. Basically telling yourself, I got what I want, I got what I want, I got what I want, I got what I want. Anytime you think about that thing, I got what I want. It's never, I don't have it. It's always, I do have it. Repetition, you're repeating yourself. And whether that be within your mind that you're saying these things or out loud, the whole thing that matters is that you're using repetition, okay? That's what gets things moving. But then anyway, I wanted to explain to y'all exactly how repetition works here and how it causes for everything to end up working out in your favor by using it so consistently, because it literally works. Like, repetition is dead ass key. So the whole thing with repetition is that if you are repeating your affirmations to yourself, you tell yourself, I'm the prettiest, I'm the prettiest, I'm the prettiest, I feel good every day, I feel good every day, I feel good every day. That, you saying that consistently like this, is going to cause for your subconscious to rewire to start believing what you're telling yourself daily, all the time. Anytime that you think about your desire, you tell yourself, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. You're eventually going to start believing it because you have been repeating it so much to yourself. It's kind of like how you cursed yourself for the first 20 years of your life. You've been telling yourself nothing ever works out for me, everything goes to shit. Whatever you've been telling yourself that's negative, you've probably seen play out, which is why you might have that mindset of nothing works out for me. It's because you've been telling yourself that and you've been seeing that actually happen before you. But now what you would be doing is simply repeating the things that you do want into your reality by saying, I have this, I have that, I have this and that. It's not called lying to yourself, okay? Because I do understand as well that this can seem like, aren't I deceiving myself by telling myself I do have it if I don't? In reality, you're really just gaslighting the 3D. You're making this whole physical world change into something that you want, because just like you told yourself that you couldn't and you ended up not being able to, if you start telling yourself that you can, you will be able to, because you said that consistently with the repetition. This does not mean either that you need to only think in favor of your desires, even though of course it's heavily recommended that you always try your best to stay as consistent as possible. But I will say that as time goes on and you are consistently using your affirmations repetitively, you will see how much easier it becomes to say these things, and how those old limiting beliefs that you had before are just gonna drain out. Like, it's really crazy to see how it just replaces everything that you knew before. And it's all thanks to your repetition. That's why repetition is so important. And yes, this is how it works. If your subconscious is completely rewired, your entire reality will be rewired. Trust me. Repeat what it is that you want to see more of in your life. If you want to be better, if you want this, if you want that, tell yourself that you have that shit. And anytime that you think about it, you tell yourself, I do, I do, I do. Do not work against yourself. Work with yourself. Repetition is key, because once that subconscious is rewired, you're never going to see life the same in the very best way. Wait a fucking minute. It's the bad bitch that everyone's talking about. Look at you looking better than ever, bitch. Oh my god. Could you be any cuter? I think the fuck not. No one's gonna make you feel as pretty as you're supposed to make yourself feel. No one's gonna make you feel as good as you're supposed to make yourself feel. No one's gonna make you feel as rich as you're supposed to make yourself feel. Do you understand that at the end of the day, it all leads back to you? If you don't feel good enough, it's because you need to allow yourself to feel fucking good enough. You deserve the best, you know that you do, so you gotta keep up with that shit. Your self-esteem will always depend on you. If you are uplifting yourself, of course you're gonna feel like you're on top of the world, but if you're always putting yourself down, of course you're gonna feel like shit. Do yourself the biggest, enormous, fattest, gigantic ass favor by allowing yourself to feel as good as you're supposed to be feeling. Feeling like the baddest bitch is really nothing to it, like, just be nice to yourself. The quicker you realize that it's all about the way that you treat yourself, the quicker you realize that you're gonna be just as happy as you've always wanted to be, simply because you said so, and that's it. If it's not you, then who? Nobody, bitch, so allow it to be you. Y'all got this. Your only job as the main character in your reality is to be the main character. That's the only job that you have. You have to be a bad bitch, living your best life each and every single day with the best self-concept known to man, and just do you. Just do you. If you've been telling yourself that you got this shit secured, you got this shit secured. You don't have to worry about how, when, why, what, all the extra bullshit that you don't need to worry about. Don't worry about it. Your only concern should be living your best life, looking as pretty as can be, doing what you want to do, doing what you can with your life. Everything that you want, do it, and stop thinking about anything else. Just trust that all of your desires are making way right into your reality just because you've been telling yourself that they are, and they absolutely are. The last thing that we were set on earth to do is to stress out about shit that we have under control. Listen, guys, we are ultimately in control no matter what the case is. So understand that at the end of it all, the only thing that you need to do is just live your best life. That's all you have to do. And upon you doing that, you're going to see just how quickly your desires make way into your reality because you're not stressing out. You're chilling like the main character should. And that's it. The one thing I'm gonna say about being successful within yourself, like literally just being happy in your life, manifesting your dream life, whatever it is that you're doing that indicates you reaching some sort of goal in your life, is that it is so important. And I'm gonna emphasize how important this is because I feel like this is extremely overlooked. Like, people don't really make this into something, which I'm really glad about. But I will say that not thinking about the past, how you used to be, how you used to think, how you used to live, all that stuff is so important. Like, don't think about the past. It doesn't matter. I will tell y'all that as someone who consciously manifests all the time, that there was a point where I would look back and I'd be like, I can't believe I used to think that way. I can't believe how limited I used to be. I can't believe that I would think this in a certain situation. I can't believe, like, literally, why can't you believe it? It was what it was. You learned from it. Now you know better. Now you know to manifest your life perfectly. So don't worry about how you used to think. It literally is so irrelevant. It doesn't help in any way, shape, or form, I'm telling y'all. Thinking about the past in that way and thinking about how I used to think and be and whatever would only put me back in that place to say, damn, I wasted so much time being upset when I could have been focused on the future or whatever. Irrelevant, doesn't matter. Who cares? Who cares? Like, literally, who cares? Because you shouldn't even care. If you are where you are right now, you got what you want, you're living your dream life, you're manifesting more, whatever, don't think about how you used to be. It does not matter. The past is irrelevant. The only thing that matters is where you're heading to next. Not even just that, but where you are today and how things will have no other choice but to get better for you in the future. But you're not focused on either or. You're just focused on right here, right now. Don't feel bad about the way that you used to think. You're way past that for a reason. You're here right now for a reason. It's because you got here. You literally are here for a reason. Stop stressing out about shit that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Does not matter. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I feel like it's someone, whoever it is, focus on what you're doing right now and stop thinking about the guilt or the sadness of the past. It's over. Okay? You're here right now for a reason. It's because you're meant to be here. So keep on going strong. Focusing on the present is what makes this life a gift. No pun intended, kind of. But I'm being so for real, y'all. Forget the past and just think about now. You got this. You got this, of course you do. And this is to new beginnings.
She's fucking amazing.
If you are truly limitless, then you would know that anything, I mean anything, is possible. And y'all want to know why certain things were deemed impossible? It's because they were deemed impossible. If you say that something is impossible, you're right there marking it off the list. Forget about it because you just made it fucking impossible for you to do. In order to be in control of your life to the best of your ability in terms of being as open and as free as you're meant to be, because freedom is extremely important, you have to understand that you telling yourself that certain things are off limits, certain things can't be touched, you can't do this and that, is just you limiting yourself in a world where you're supposed to be limitless. There is nothing scary about dreaming big. There is nothing scary about wanting to become a movie star. There's nothing scary about wanting to travel the world and getting paid to do that. These are all things that most people would consider impossible, except for the few selected people who can actually do it. In reality, guys, the few selected people who could actually do it just told themselves, I can do it. And then what did they do? They did it. You see, it's not a factor of whether it's impossible or not. It's a factor of whether you believe it's impossible or not. The mind is too powerful to be controlled. If you allow it to be controlled by your circumstances, by what you see in front of you, by what this person, that person told you, then that's you allowing yourself to be limited all the way down to something that you're not supposed to be limited to. Do yourself the biggest favor in the world and allow yourself the freedom to manifest everything that you want, whether it's that $100 million car, that $100 million apartment, fucking mansion, whatever you want, even if it's a person, a thing, a body trait, a face trait, I don't fucking know. I don't care what it is, but you can do it, and you really can do it all. Understand that you don't need to know the logics behind anything. You just need to know that it will, because it really will. The only job that you have, though, is maintaining that mindset for yourself. Millions of crazy things happen each and every single day. Crazy things, right? Things with no logical explanation, but they still happen. And what do people say when those crazy things happen? Oh, they just say, how did that happen? And then they keep it pushing, because at the end of it all, no one knows, no one cares. The only thing that we're paying attention to is the fact that it actually happened. So dedicate yourself to that. Dedicate yourself to remaining as limitless by focusing on how limitless you actually are, and stop questioning all the little things that go into it. You don't need to know how it's possible. You just need to know that it is possible, because it really is. You could be known as the world's first foot-using hairdresser. You could be somebody who famously uses your nose hairs as a paintbrush to get your picture across. You can be someone who wins a Tesla out of the sky. Like, it literally doesn't matter. And yes, all the people who are going to do those impossible things do believe that it is possible. They're not scared of any limits. They're just scared of what ideas are coming next in their minds because they know that whatever idea they got is possible to have, to do, and to manifest. Stop questioning the silly shit. Just focus on the fact that you are truly as limitless as you came because you really are. That's really the way it is. Let's affirm together, boys and girls. Let's start out with some good ass self-concept affirmations because feeling like you're that bitch has never gone out of style, ho. So let's begin. I am that bitch. I am the main character. I am the one who's in control. I am the one who gets everything that I want. If I see it and I like it, I fucking got it because I said so, and that's it. Within my reality, every single thing goes my way because this is my reality for a reason. No matter what it is, I got it right in the bag because I said so, and that's it. I am the most perfect, influential, iconic, and best version of myself that I could possibly be. If it's not me, then who? I'm the one who's gonna get everything that I want within my reality because I want it, and that's it. Nothing can get the main character down because I was born to be the main character. Taking control over my reality has never been easier. Getting what I want has never been easier. Being the most perfect version of myself has never been easier. Okay, I need you guys to see truly how limitless you really are deep down inside, guys. Not even deep down, bitch. You literally are just limitless as hell. The way that you came onto this earth, you're born to be limitless. And let me explain exactly what I mean by being limitless, because you really are that thing. But what I really mean here is the fact that if you want something, you can have it, and you have to stop thinking about all of the limits that go into it. What if this? What if that? Bitch, I don't care. I don't care what it is, because there are no limits. The only limit that there would ever be is your own mindset. And I mean this truly, and I believe it truly, is that the mind is exactly what sets you free or keeps you trapped in one single place. But either way, it's going to be up to you to decide which side you want to be on, limited or limitless, bitch. Which one? Pick one right now, because depending on what you decide for yourself is going to decipher the energy of what your life is going to be for the next 20 years, 10 years, 5, even tomorrow. Whatever it is that you choose, you have to understand that you're going to get exactly what you think about. If you sit here and you tell yourself, I can't be a millionaire unless I go to law school, bitch, okay then. You're gonna go to law school, you'll be a millionaire, but do you really want to go to law school, or do you want to sit at home and just tell yourself that you are a millionaire and then just watch how the universe makes it happen in your favor? Because you don't need to know how, you just need to know that it will, because it will, in your favor, because you said so, and that's it. Being limitless is a mindset. If you understand exactly what it is to be limitless inside, which literally means to dream as big as you want to dream, the way that you used to dream when you were a kid is the same way that you should be dreaming right now, because there's nothing unrealistic about the goals and the dreams that you've had your entire life. If you want those things to be done, they're meant to be done in your favor, and you should not be listening to other people out here who feel threatened by how limited they are and how limitless you are. That is something that blows the minds of those who feel like they're trapped within their own reality. They can't understand how you could possibly think that you can really go to Mars if you really wanted to. Why wouldn't you be able to? Someone who is as limitless as you are, who came to this earth to be as limitless as you are right now, is meant to be doing everything that you want to do. And the only limit, my guys, the only limit would be yourself, your mindset, the things that you tell yourself. If you want the best, manifest the best, tell yourself that you can do it, and don't listen to anyone or anything else, because if it's not you, it really doesn't matter. It has no relevancy because it has nothing to do with you. Being limited, not your reality. Sit within your limitless nature and allow yourself to dream as big as you did when you were 5 years old, because I'm telling you guys, it is all still, of course, very much possible, as it always was for you. So choose to be as limitless as you really are, because you really are everything that you need inside of you, and you don't need the proof, you don't need anything, you only need yourself, your own validation. There is nothing you can't achieve, not a cliche, it's the complete and total truth. I'm telling y'all this myself because I've adopted this mindset and my life has changed drastically. Do it for you too, you deserve that limitless being. The Pimple and I want to let you motherfuckers know that there's no reason as to why you should be giving up on yourself or your hopes and your dreams, bitch. If you want something done, you naturally need to know that it is already done in your favor, because why the fuck would it not be? You are simply too hot to be experiencing anything other than the best. So why would you set yourself up for failure by telling yourself that you're not gonna win? Like, you are the only person saying that shit about yourself. Cut it the fuck out. And keep going hard for your dreams, bitch. Who the hell else is gonna get it done for you? Nobody else but you. Stick to it. The fuck? If there's anything in this world that you have to be the most serious about, it's about your thoughts. You have to be very serious about the things that you think about and what you mentally and verbally feed yourself on a day-to-day basis, because depending on what you're saying to yourself is exactly what you're going to get out of your life. The tongue can either bless you or curse you, and that is not said lightly because it's literally just that. If you continuously tell yourself that you suck, you're not gonna get what you want, everything's really difficult to have, this world is too, works against us, whatever it is, you need to understand that that's exactly what you're going to get. Whatever you see and say for yourself inside of your mind consistently is exactly what you're going to end up physically seeing in your world, which I know is not something that you want, especially when it's something like this where you're focusing on all the wrong things in life. In actuality, we're supposed to be living as peaceful, as sincere, as courageous, as loving as we want to be living, because that is the only energy that we want to see more of within our lives. If you take each day to, instead of complain about this or that, you instead change your mind and you're like, nah, everything's gonna be okay. I'm beautiful, I'm perfect, my life is perfect, I have nothing to complain about, everything is fine. And you repeat this to yourself anytime that you think about a certain circumstance, you wanna complain, you wanna feel bad, you instead uplift yourself. Trust me guys, even if in that moment it might feel like a lie, as you continue to treat yourself in such wonderful ways by speaking to yourself like this, you will see how your life will reflect that. Trust me. This is literally how it works. I kid y'all not, there's nothing else to it besides just knowing that everything has to work out because you said so. A lot of people like to underestimate the power that they hold. Oh, but I don't have enough power to change that. I'm not God. I'm not this. Bitch, guess what? You got God inside you. You are God. You are literally the God of your reality. So if you are the God of your reality, you got to make decisions like you are the God of your reality. You got to make this life perfect, because you can't sit here continuously cursing yourself unintentionally because you think that that's what you deserve. Babe, you don't deserve shit besides the best shit out of this life, okay? So you really got to up your standards. You got to be more than willing to work with yourself and not against yourself, and use your tongue as a blessing tool. Because the last thing you want to do is curse yourself unintentionally, literally laying a spell on you that's going to work against you when you could be laying spells that are going to help uplift you in the best way possible. The tongue is magic, but you got to use it to your advantage. If you want the best out of this life, use your tongue to manifest that shit. That's what she said, but I'm being so for real. You all already know what the vibe is. It all leads down to what you say for yourself consistently. We only accept blessings over here. If it's not a blessing, we literally don't care, don't want to see it, don't want to hear it, and especially do not want to think it. Now use that tongue to your advantage. Anyways, I know that you know better than to allow for anyone or anything to stand in way of you getting your beautiful, wonderful, oh so meant for you ass desires, because that shit is meant for you. But if you keep standing in your own way, like I said, I don't know how you can expect to have it. Step the fuck out the way and allow it to just roll in just like it's supposed to, okay? Stop stressing, stop worrying, stop all the bullshit. Just stay focused. This shit is meant for you because you said so, and that's it. It's literally because you said so. And that's it. Sit with that shit. Allow it to just be, because that's exactly what it's gonna be. Yours, because you said so. And that's it. So if there are two things that are easy as hell to manifest, despite every other easy thing to manifest, if there's one thing, it's going to be manifesting the love of your life, an SP, your specific person, and it's going to be manifesting the way that food does not physically affect your body. So if you want to be someone who eats all the chocolate that you want in the world without it affecting your beautiful body, that's exactly what it's going to do because you said so. Now, within you knowing how free you are, you're able to manifest a perfect SP, the love of your life right by your side, alongside you being able to eat whatever you want without it doing a single thing to you except adding some weight to them and to that, but that's all it's gonna do. With that being said, because I know that you have manifested that perfect partner for yourself, that you're able to lay right next to, eat all the chocolate in the world without worrying about a single thing. It's basically like y'all are married, you're set in stone. I want to introduce to y'all these Tab chocolates right here. As y'all know, I love chocolate, okay? With my man, I'm gonna eat chocolate each and every single day. I don't care. He buys me chocolate, I eat it, doesn't do a single thing to me. Plus, I'm eating it with the love of my life, right? So with these chocolates right here, it's like a little kick, You're able to chill with your partner, your beautiful, wonderful partner that you manifested, meanwhile eating whatever you want. But this right here kind of enhances another thing that you and your SP are definitely going to be doing them late nights. You feel me? If I couldn't say it more clearly, right then and there, sex chocolate right here for y'all. Now this chocolate right here, it definitely enhances some things in the bedroom if you want a really spicy sex life kind of thing. I mean, despite you already manifesting a really sexy sex life, you don't have to worry about that. The only thing that I want y'all to know is that this chocolate right here really does enhance things up for you. You know, if you really just want that little edge of fun, you know, you want to get a little kick in there besides you manifesting it, go ahead and get yourself some of these because baby, they work. And the one thing that I'm really excited about, excuse my dog, is that because I love chocolate so much and because I love y'all so much, all of y'all so much, I want y'all to know that I'm giving away 2 chocolates because I was given 2 extras and I wanted to give it out to y'all. I want y'all to enjoy it just as much as everyone else is. Because everyone deserves to live their most spontaneous and sexiest lives, okay? So what I'm gonna do for y'all is I'm gonna have a little small giveaway because remember there are only 2 in stock for y'all, is that y'all can buy whatever you want from my website. Make sure that it's a purchase over $30. I want you guys to write in the notes sex chocolate if you want the sex chocolate. And the 2 lucky couples who come in first to claim their chocolate is gonna have a hell of a time. Trust me when I say that. The only thing I'm gonna tell y'all is don't eat the whole chocolate whole. You guys have to split it in half unless you want to be up all night yourself. Split it in half and enjoy yourselves. My website's in my bio. Good luck and have fun. One thing a bad bitch is never gonna do is stress out about shit that she can change or they can change or he can change, because we can change it all if we fucking want to. Nothing in this world has to stay the same if we don't want it to, because a bad bitch never has to deal with shit that they don't fucking want to be dealing with. If you know that something in your life needs to be changed because you simply want it to be changed, then allow it to change. And the way that you do that is by affirming that they're already changed. They're already done in your favor. You feel me? Like, it's already fucking here. The only thing that you have to do now is just persist with it. Just say to yourself, it's done, it's fucking done. And guess what? It will be done. Oh wait, no, it's already done in your favor simply because you said so, and that's it. So if you know that you want to change, if you know that you want things to be different, bitch, already know that they are different. That's all you need to know. Simply maintain that fact within your head. They're different, it's done, that's it. And watch them be different, because they will have no other choice but to be different. Yup, this one works. If you are a conscious manifestor, you have to learn to be okay with being spoiled. You have to understand that whatever it is that you want out of this life is all something that you are meant to have, and the only person who could keep you in a place in which you're not getting all of those wonderful things is yourself. I don't care what you were told growing up. I don't care if you were told that you can't have everything because you simply can't. Listen to me right now. If you want something, you deserve that, and you have to be okay with being able to manifest the entire world in the palm of your hands just because you want it there. If you keep trying to talk yourself out of all the wonderful blessings that you want because of a limiting belief that you had since you were a child, I'm gonna tell you right now that you're psyching yourself out of getting all these amazing things because you're afraid. Afraid of what? Afraid of being successful? Afraid of having it all? Afraid of literally manifesting your entire life to be as perfect as you want it to be, plus all the cars, all the money, the love of your life, whatever else that you want? Why is that something that you should be ashamed of or afraid of? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You have to understand that there is more than enough to go around 1,000,000 times, that you don't have to sit here and suffer and miss out on something that you really want because you think that you should. Why the fuck should you? Why should you? Like, literally, tell me why you should, because you shouldn't. And if you're telling yourself that you should, I hate to break it to you, but you're limiting yourself down to a little nudge, bro. Like, you're literally gonna cut yourself out of getting everything that you want because you think that you shouldn't get it. Listen to me. If you want something, that thing wants you 10 times more. Whether it's 100 million things out here or 2 things that you want, they all or both want you just as bad. You genuinely have to be okay with being spoiled to the most of your ability. As a conscious manifestor, you have the ability to have it all. Be okay with having it all. It is not selfish to want $1,000,000, the love of your life, the perfect job, the perfect house, the perfect car, the perfect life, right in your life, the way that you want it to be. Why would it be selfish? It's something that belongs to you, my love. We all want it, we all deserve it. And just because you were told that some people miss out doesn't mean that you're included. You were born to have the most. Be okay with having the most. If it's not you, it will be somebody else, and you will be very mad, very jealous when you see somebody else having everything that you want, but it's because they believed in themselves. It's because they knew that they deserved all that shit. What are you doing? Are you claiming the same energy? Are you telling yourself the same? Because you should be telling yourself the same, because you know that it's the truth. Never miss out on spoiling yourself in the way that you should be spoiled, because you deserve to be spoiled. It is not wrong, it is not selfish, and it is definitely not greedy. Remind yourself that it's okay to have it all. It's okay to have it all. Of course I can have it all. I deserve to have it all. And yes, you do. If I could teach myself that it's okay to truly have everything that I want, then you can do the same thing. Especially me, someone who had the most limiting beliefs in the world to tell me that I didn't deserve not even half of the shit that I wanted. Now I know that I do. Which is exactly why I have everything that I want right now, but which is also why you're gonna do the same thing for yourself, because you're meant to be blessing yourself in this big, beautiful, luxurious way. Be okay with that. You absolutely deserve it. In a world where you are completely limitless, y'all have to learn how to take advantage of that shit. Sure, you can call it having lucky girl syndrome or whatever, but bitch, we all know that you were born this way. Like, there is no syndrome to have. You were born this fucking way, to be as lucky as you were supposed to be. So if you want to be as lucky as you're supposed to be, or that you want to be, take advantage. Learn to take advantage of everything around you. Learn to take advantage of your power to manifest things to be the way that you want them to be, instead of sitting around and complaining about shit that you know that you can change. Giving your power away to the universe is for suckers, especially because you are the universe. You have everything you need inside of you already to succeed, so just take advantage of it. Like, literally just do it. Do what you want to do. Be who you want to be. Say what you want to say. Be with whoever you want to be with. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. This is your life, so be free. You got this shit in the bag, but you already knew that though. Just take advantage of it. You'll thank yourself later. Trust me. Once you realize that there is nothing in this world stopping you from living your most perfect life, and I'm telling y'all nothing, like literally nothing, no circumstance, no person, no nothing except for you. Once you realize that it's you who's holding yourself back, you're gonna see just how limitless you actually are. Because once you realize that you're the one who holds all the power within you, whether someone tells you no, whether something tells you no, it won't be a no unless you give up on that thing. If you give up on yourself, that's you giving up, you feel me? But if you allow yourself to be as open-minded, to be as free within your being as you're supposed to be, you will pleasantly see just how everything in your reality turns out to be exactly the way that you want it to be, simply because you chose to not limit yourself to the bullshit that you're used to hearing or whatever else. There is no obstacle here. I don't care what it is. I don't care if someone told you to go through a whole maze and you're terrified that you won't make it to the other end. The only person who could ever hold you back from getting what you want is you. It's literally just fucking you. I'm telling you guys from my own experience, I can say, truth be told, like with all pride aside, I was definitely the one who was holding myself back all of my most recent years from me getting what I want, because I was so afraid, and because I kept blaming everyone and its mama for the reason as to why I couldn't get what I wanted, as if it was their faults. It was only their fault because I said it was their fault, but at the end of the day, it really all stemmed back to me. It was me who was holding me back, and that's why now I chose to not hold myself back, which is why I'm doing what I'm doing. But that's because I realized that there's so much more to life than limiting yourself because of your fucking fears. Fear might try to take a hold on you. Yes, truth be told, fear might, but the whole thing is that fear is not real unless you give fear the permission to be real within your reality. In reality, guys, being confident is the only energy that truly belongs with your soul and with your being, because fear is going to try to keep you in a box to say that you can't have this, you can't do this, you should be afraid if you did do it. Fear, aka ego, does not want to see you get hurt. Your soul, on the other hand, wants to see you win, wants to see you step out of your comfort zone and go get what the fuck you want, you feel me? It wants to see you succeed, but you have to choose to listen to that part of yourself, because if you choose to continue to listening to your fear, that's how you keep yourself in one little box for the rest of your life. It's literally as simple as this. I'm telling you guys, once you decide to put on those glasses and you decide to see everything as it truly is, you're gonna see that there are no limits in this universe, but not even just that you are the reason for every single thing that you have, and you have to continue to be the reason that you turn out as successful as you want to be. Never succumb to a single thing. Nothing in this world has anything on you. You are stronger, bigger, better than everything in this universe, but not even just that. You are the most powerful person. With your power, you can have amazing things, but you have to be the reason that you're using your power to the most of your ability. Use that thing and never feel a type of way about anything in this world ever again, because everything will have no other choice but to work out in your favor because you said so, and that's it. It's so simple, y'all. Get a grip, bitch, because if you want what you want, you gotta commit yourself knowing damn well that there is no way in any way, shape, or form that you will not be getting what you want, because you have decided on that thing. You said that you got that thing. You fucking do right here, right now, because you said so. You don't need anyone to tell you what's up. You don't need anyone to drag you there. You don't need anyone to hold your hand. You don't need shit from anyone. The only thing that you need is yourself. Stop giving your power away to these bitches for free. The fuck you talking about? It all belongs to you for the simple reason that you are supposed to be using it to the best best of your ability, nobody else but you. Take responsibility for the fact that you really do have this much power and go out and get exactly what you want simply because you said so, and that's it. Channel that shit inside of you. Never let it go. Know that that's what's going to get you everything that you want, and that's all you need, and that's really it. Really fucking it. The secret to manifesting the best day of your life is by simply stating to yourself that you're about to live the best day of your life. But the whole thing here, guys, is you're not just gonna do this once a week. You're not gonna do this once a month or whenever it crosses your mind. You're gonna do it each and every single day. When you wake up, you're gonna set the intention that this day is going to be the best fucking day of your life. Because so long as you're setting your intention that every day will only get better and better and better and better, it's only gonna get better and better and better. Like, you can't settle for less than that. But it's also not even just that, because guys, the power of your words creates everything within your reality. You have to understand that. If you tell yourself that it's gonna be the best day of your life, you best believe that somehow it's gonna get better than it was the day before. And then tomorrow is gonna be even better than the day it was today. Shit, every day is only gonna get better and better and better and better, but that's because you set that up for yourself. You're literally blessing yourself using your words with your intentions, and by telling yourself that there's no other way that any day wouldn't be as great as you wanted it to be, because we don't deserve to be living lives that, oh, we wish it was, another day, we wish it was better than this, we wish this, that. Like, why are you wishing? You should be happy where you are right now in the best day of your life. So please do not forget to purposely, intentionally set the intention that today's gonna be the best day of your life, and one thing I will ask of you is to not question how it's gonna be, why would be the best day of your life, or what you have to do to make it the best, bitch. You don't have to do anything besides think it. That's all you have to do. That's the beautiful thing about it. You set your intention, you go about your day, you don't question how, why, when, what, whatever. You just live your best life each and every single day, and so long as you set the intention to do that, you're not gonna live anything other than the best day of your life. You just gotta remember that you hold the key to opening the door to the best day of your life each and every single day, and that is a choice that you make for yourself. You're gonna open that door knowing that today's only gonna get better, and tomorrow's only gonna get better, and the next day's only gonna get better, because I don't believe in a peak in your life. I don't believe that 1 year is the best year of your life and then it went downhill from there. No, bitch. It's only getting better and better and better and better. So let's consciously manifest that as a whole. So allow yourself to really just allow today to be the best day of your life. Don't look back. Don't look to the 10 years ago, nostalgia, all that bullshit. Yes, it was great times, but guess what? Today's even better. Tomorrow's gonna be even better. And then the next day, even better. Oh wait, next year? Oh my God, can you imagine? If tomorrow's gonna be even better, imagine how amazing it's gonna be next year. It's gonna be absolutely out of this world, but it's all gonna be because of you. Have the best day of your life, and know that it's all thanks to you, that today is the best day that you could ever be living in your entire life. It's because of you, and it's always gonna be because of you. Love that for you, but of course, the power's all within us, so live that shit. Have the best day ever. Get sick of your own shit, baby. Get sick of complaining. Get sick of being tired. Get sick of everything. Because the only way that your stubborn ass is gonna get up and actually make a change is if you get sick enough to the point where you're done with dealing with all the BS. I personally don't want to wait until you're sick of your shit, because at the end of it all, you should want the change regardless. But in the case, like I said, that you're too stubborn to actually make the change, I need you guys to understand that you have to get up and make the change for yourself, because at the end of the day, you're the one who's in control of your reality. The only way that you're actually going to make a change is if you see things around you not being the way that you want them to be for too long, to a point where you're just done. You're so tired of it. You know that you deserve more, so go out and get more. Don't be afraid to live your best life. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do. Don't be afraid to live your wildest dreams. I don't care what it is, but get up and do it, and stop waiting. Time is flying. Time is going on. I know you don't want to waste your time, so take advantage of time. You have the power to make the change, so make it. If you are living your best life, doing what you want to do, being who you want to be, manifesting whatever it is that you want to manifest, please do understand that you have found the Holy Grail. Why? Because you are the Holy Grail. Seriously, you are. And I could not be happier for you knowing that you are doing exactly what you want to do, because why wouldn't you be doing that? You feel me? Like, this is your life, my love. This is your life. Do not take that lightly. Many times, many times I have seen that people forget. They forget their place in this world. They forget the fact that they are the person who calls all the shots, because they're so worried about what their parents are saying, what this person's saying, what that person on social media is saying. Like, stop paying so much attention to people who are not you. I don't care if you want to sell crayons for a living. I don't care if you want to travel the world for a living. I don't care what you want to do. It's not even just about a living, bitch. It's about what it is that you want to do. I don't care what it is. If it makes you happy, you have to know that you can do it. Period. No unrealistic BS up in here. Set your mind on something and go for that thing, knowing that it will be done in your favor. And it will be, because this life works for you. That's it. The absolute last thing that I want to hear from you guys is y'all saying that affirmations are hard to use and that affirming is difficult. Because we both know, my love, we both know that that's not true. Affirming is not hard to do at all. The only thing that you think is hard to do is affirming and persisting in your new reality in which you're telling yourself that you have everything that you want, because you might feel like it's not possible to have, it's not possible to change, it's just not believable to me. And that's completely understandable. I get it. But that's the whole thing. You have to keep going on with this new reality in which you're telling yourself that everything is working out in your favor, as opposed to sitting here questioning every single little thing that's going on around you, because it doesn't fucking matter. There is literally nothing hard about thinking in favor of your desires, especially because this is the reality that you're supposed to be living in, where you get everything that you want. Why would you want to tell yourself differently? If you want to make thousands a day and you know that shit's possible because we all know it's possible, hello, people do it all the time, why would you persist in telling yourself that you only make 100 and that 1,000 or however much is really hard to have or make? Babe, the only thing that you're making hard is the fact that that's a reality, because you're literally stepping away from it every time that you tell yourself I can't do it, or that it's hard to affirm. There is nothing hard about telling yourself that you live in your dream reality. Why would that be hard? That should be the easiest thing in the world, because that's what you want. And although I do completely understand the fear that might come into this, where you tell yourself I'm just scared to allow myself to believe it because what if it doesn't happen? I need y'all to understand that if you tell yourself that it's happening, it's gonna happen. Like, you don't need anything else. You don't need proof. You don't need a single thing. The only thing that you need are your words, your own words of confirmation. Nobody in this world is going to convince you that you have what you want except for yourself. But that's why affirming and persisting is so important. It's because with that repetition, it becomes permanent in the mind. You gotta cut out the bullshit where you're telling yourself it's hard to do, hard to say, hard to believe. It's not hard, my love. It's not fucking hard. That's what she said. But it's really the truth, guys. It's not difficult. It's not a hard thing to do. Allow yourself to understand that all the stuff that you see are all possible things for you, and that the only person who's holding yourself back is yourself. But of course, you're never gonna be the one who's holding yourself back, because you know better than that. You simply know that the reality that you see within your mind is the reality that you belong to, is the one that you have, is the one that you got this shit in the bag for, because you absolutely do. And that's what's easiest to believe, because that's what our soul wants. That's what our soul understands. Our soul understands that everything that we want is perfectly associated with us. There is no separation between us and the beautiful life that we want. So stop separating yourself and allow yourself to just know that it is as easy as this. In fact, if you have trouble, you don't. Affirm to yourself that it's so easy. It's so easy for me to manifest. It's so easy for me to believe this. It's so easy for me to live in my perfect reality. It's so easy for me. I've never lived better. I love the way that I live. I love that my life is so perfect. Feed yourself up and watch your life change in the best way possible. Y'all can thank me later. In case you forgot, yes, you're still that bitch. You're still the one who's in control, and you are still the most powerful person in your reality. You can't lack or miss out on something that you literally are, the most powerful person within your reality. If you know who you are, nothing in this world is ever going to take you away from the fact that you truly do have that power all within you, because you really do. Now embody the fact that you are that bitch, the main character, and the most powerful, and get your life exactly to where you want it to be, simply because you can decide that for yourself, because you are just that powerful. This is your life for a reason, baby. Own that shit. If you are someone who uses the law of assumption, or you are a conscious manifester like we all definitely are, but if you know what you're doing, I want y'all to understand, and this is extremely so important, guys, because as y'all know, we are very limitless. We can have anything that we want. We can change anything that we want. Circumstances can be flipped around just like that because we said so, and that is a very beautiful thing. But I'm gonna need y'all to really understand that even though you can change people, yes, you can make people into better people. You can emphasize their amazing features or the way that they are to make them even better versions of who they are. I need y'all to understand that just because you can do this does not mean that you should stick around to manifest some shitty ass person into behaving right for you. Of course, this totally depends on what kind of person you're changing for the better. Like, let's say, for example, maybe your parent yells at you a little too much and you want them to stop yelling at you so much, and you affirm that they stop. That's a little different. But I'm talking about if someone is abusive, a narcissist, if they're toxic as fuck, I'm gonna need y'all to understand that just because you can change them doesn't mean that you should, okay? Because I'm gonna tell y'all for myself, I've had plenty of people that I couldn't stand as narcissists. Just very toxic and abusive people. And I always told myself that just because I can change this person doesn't mean I'm gonna spend my time manifesting for them to be better for me. What I'm gonna do instead is I'm going to focus on manifesting another person to come into my life who fits the criteria of everything that I want. So instead of me working to manifest this person to be better for me, I'm simply going going to manifest something better in another person. And that's something that I've done multiple times, which is how I've manifested a lot better separate people to come into my life, to accompany me on my journey. Obviously, it's worked because I've manifested a whole bunch of great people, meanwhile getting rid of all the shitty people. Because just because I can change them doesn't mean I should. You feel me? Some people in my mind obviously don't deserve your time of day. Like, no matter what it is, you have to remember that you're the main character. You're not secondary to anyone, no matter who it is. So why spend your time manifesting these people who obviously need to heal when you could be focusing on people who have already healed, who do want the best for you, and who will be the best for you? Because I promise you, if there's a version of someone that you see in your mind, you want someone to be amazing for you, there's someone out there who's going to be amazing for you. I've had plenty of toxic people in my life, my love. I'm telling you, I've manifested them the fuck away, get away from me, shoot fly, and I manifested better people in my life as opposed to focusing on these shitty people. Like, that's your problem. Just because I can change it doesn't mean I will. So all I'm gonna tell y'all is to just be very wise about what you want to do here. Don't put your energy into something that makes you feel very drained, because that's how I perceive it. Like, if you feel energetically depleted from affirming that these people change in your favor, whatever, just don't even focus on it. Know that you can get better somewhere else, and trust me, guys, like, even if you think that your dream person is not out here, they definitely are. If you see them in your mind, there's someone out here who is going to fit the criteria. There's no stress that needs to be involved. Remember, manifesting is supposed to be enjoyable. It's supposed to be really easy and fun, so just focus on the right things. Do what's best for you and fuck the rest. Don't ever forget that.
Better ingredients, better pizza, better bitches, better money, my clothes better, my shoes better, I work harder. Fuck Little Caesars, fuck Domino's.
Being a bad bitch is just an energy. So if you want to be a bad bitch, put yourself into the energy of being one, and you're going to see how everything in your life reflects the bad bitch energy that you are putting out. It is that simple. Oh, you're mad because they have something that you want and you feel like you can't have it too? Who the fuck says that there's not enough to go around a million times? Who says that you can't be happy for them while manifesting the same exact thing for yourself? Who said that you can't have it? That would be you. You would be the only one telling yourself that you can't have what you want. At the end of the day, guys, being jealous is never going to get you any closer to your desire. Being jealous simply means that you feel like you can't get what you want. Meanwhile, all these other people are out here getting exactly what they want. What am I doing wrong? Why are they so special that I can't do it? Bitch, if you keep thinking this way, how do you expect for the universe to bless you when you are the entire universe within itself? Stop looking at everyone as a threat when everyone out here, every single thing out here is used to help you get one step closer to your desire. You can't hate on someone who has something that you can have as well. There is no separation besides yourself telling you that there is a separation, but at the end of it all, we both know that there isn't. Kill the jealousy, you can have it too. No one should be believing in you more than you. I'm not kidding. If you are not your own biggest supporter, biggest fan, cheerleader, shit, whatever you are, if you're not it, being in control of your reality, being the one who's in control, being the divine creator, being the main character, being literally number one on top of all of their shit, your shit, how can you not know that you got this shit in the bag? How can you not be the one who's always there for you? How can you not tell yourself that you do have this shit in the bag because you want it there? If it's not you, guys, I'm telling y'all, if it's not you, number one, it's not going to be anybody. Because at the end, anyone can tell you, yeah, you're the best, you know this, you got that, whatever. But if you don't see it for yourself, you're never going to believe these people. You have to be your biggest support, because you are going to be the reason that you get everything that you want, all because of you, nobody else but you. So take right now to hype yourself up to being the baddest bitch that you know you already are, and be your biggest support. Think you're not the baddest bitch within this universe? Imagine thinking that you're not the baddest bitch. Just imagine it. You can't, bitch, because you are. If you are mega serious about changing a certain circumstance within your life to be something more favorable, something that you really want to be living in, more a part of, you know, all of the beautiful stuff that you want within your life, if you really, really want what you say that you want, you would understand that you cannot afford to be distracted, bitch. You cannot be distracted by anyone or anything in this reality telling you no, because who's gonna tell you no if you're saying yes? If you want what you want at the quickest rate possible, you want the money, you want the person, you want circumstances to change, you want everything to be as perfect as you want it to be, you have to understand that you have to start right now. No more procrastinating, no more wasting your time, no more sitting around wallowing in self-pity, feeling bad for yourself. What has that ever done for you? except for waste your time, one, and make you feel 10 times worse, number two. Okay, I would know because I used to do it all the damn time. And after so much time wasting, I learned that it wasn't helping me at all. So the only thing that I do now is just stick to what it is that I want. If I want more money, I'm gonna keep telling myself I got more money. If I want a person, I'm gonna keep telling myself I have the person. If I want whatever I want, I'm gonna keep telling myself that I have it, because I can't afford to waste any more time on any other kind of bullshit that I don't want to be experiencing within my reality. And that right there is also something that you will be telling yourself too, because you would know better than to sit around and to waste your time and to be upset and to basically feel bad about shit that you can change. Okay, that's the whole thing. You can change shit that you want to see change. You can do it all just because you want to. So because you do recognize that you do have this awesome ass power within you, why would you waste another second feeling bad, feeling sad, feeling like you can't if you know that you can? And if your fear is the only thing keeping you in one single place, tell your fear to fuck off. In fact, don't even look at it. Look the other way. Look at confidence. Look at the fact that people are out here getting what they want, that there are people who are as confident as you want to be, that there's proof. There's proof everywhere that shows you that everything that you want is possible for you to have. But you have to be the one to open your mind up to these possibilities. So stay focused, stay strong, bitch. You gotta stay strong within your mind. You gotta know that you got this shit in the bag, because you absolutely do. Hype yourself up. Do not get distracted. Do not procrastinate. Do not tell yourself you'll do it tomorrow. Do it right now. Get started now. Start now, start now, start now. You get to pick and choose what you end up dealing with in your life. If you don't want to deal with certain circumstances, you don't have to. That's a beautiful thing about using the law of assumption, or in general just affirming, like literally manifesting your life into perfection, is that you get to pick and choose what you want to deal with and what you don't want to deal with, by simply stating that you will not be dealing with the shit that you don't want to be dealing with. If you know that you don't want to be dealing with something because it doesn't make you happy, then don't deal with it. Don't think to yourself, oh, but it's not that easy. It's not that easy. Guys, it is that easy. You just got to tell yourself that you experience only the best of the best. Every experience is a great one. People only give you good shit to deal with, all that stuff. And you're going to see how that literally manifests itself into your reality. So don't let your doubts make you feel like you can't change a circumstance to be the way that you want it to be, because you absolutely can. You get to pick and choose. But if you tell yourself that you can't pick and choose, you're not going to be able to pick and choose. It will forever and always goes down to what you say for yourself. If you choose the best, if you choose to pick and choose the best, you're only gonna get that shit. This is your gentle but very firm reminder that you are completely valid to want every single thing that you want. And that no, it's not ridiculous that you're as positive as you are now. It's not ridiculous that you see the entire world as yours. It's not ridiculous that you understand exactly what you bring to the table. As powerful as you are, it is your right to understand this. It is your right to know that you are truly as powerful as you came to this earth being. Because I'm telling you guys, if you are somebody who has been through some shit, and I know that we all know what it is to go through some shit, you would understand that after so much time, wasting time on being sad, on being negative, on being parts of situations that you wanted nothing to do with, that you've come to a point now where you're as positive as you are, you're as hopeful as you are, you know that you can have it all. You deserve to feel this way right now, okay? And if anyone ever tries to come in to water down the way that you're feeling, oh, you're too positive, you're too hopeful, you're too optimistic, bitch, laugh in their face. Because after so many things that you've been through, do you think that you can afford, I mean, you can afford anything, but do you think you can afford another year of you being sad over shit? That one, you can change, but number two, that you've worked past? What's the point on looking to the past, feeling bad about things that happened to you 10 years ago when you're doing so much better now? But not even just that, when you're as powerful and as positive as you are right now. You have truthfully come this far for a reason, and the last thing that you're going to do is allow for anyone to invalidate the experiences that you've been through and why you are as positive as you are today. Even if people find it annoying, it's too loud, it's too much, who cares? Literally, who cares? Ask yourself that. Because at the end of it all, the only thing that matters is how you feel, how happy you are, and what you're doing to make your life better for yourself. Because no one else out here is going to be living your life for you. You're living your life for you, because guess what? It's your life. It's your life. It's your rules. It goes by everything that you want. So at the end of this all, my love, the simple message here is to remind yourself that you are completely valid for wanting and being everything that you want, and who you are right now. You deserve it all. I'm so happy that you are exactly where you need to be mentally speaking, because where you are right now could not be a better place for you to be at. I'd much rather you be here than you be right back where you were. You feel me? You're not there though. And you're not gonna let anyone scare you into going back to how you were, especially not yourself. Be your happy, giddy, hopeful ass self. I don't care what you are. Be the rainbow. Be everything in this world that shines bright, but be it good. And don't worry about what anyone else is thinking, talking, or telling you. It does not matter, not one single bit. Because at the end of the day, guess whose experience it was? It was yours. No one else out here is going to understand just as much as you do. Your experience is your own. You're validated for everything that you're doing and who you are right now. And I intend it only gets better for you, which it will. Try being your best, most confident, and most empowered self and watch how it blesses you in the end, because it absolutely will. You are so welcome. Quick little pep talk from ElectraSoul. I need y'all to remember just how limitless you are. You need to remember just how limitless you are, because in this world as limitless as this, to sit here and to tell me, but not even just to tell me, but to tell yourself that there are limits keeping you from getting what you want is the biggest mistake that you could ever make, because what the fuck are you doing to yourself? You all need to understand that in a world like this, where literally everything happens, the impossible happens, and when the impossible happens, what does everyone say? Absolutely nothing. Because guess what? It just fucking happened. Why would you assume that the impossible could not happen to you? If they got the love of their lives, why wouldn't you have the same? If they got millions, why wouldn't you have the same? If they got everything that they want, why couldn't you have the same? The only way is if you say that you couldn't. But that again, guys, would be a huge mistake, a huge dishonor, a huge disservice to yourself, because that's not the truth. You know that you're lying to yourself, right? If you ever tell yourself that you can't, you are straight up lying to yourself out of fear, and that's exactly what I want you to steer away from, because fear is not anything that you should be holding space for in your reality, in a reality as limitless as your own. You have to be okay with getting up and getting more. You have to be okay with believing in more. You have to be okay with accepting more, because when the day comes that you get everything that you want, are you going to accept it, or are you going to run away from it because you're so scared that you actually got it all in the bag right now? Of course you're going to accept it, because why wouldn't you? In a world as limitless as this, you have to be okay with the impossible happening to you. Because absolutely nothing is deemed impossible unless you say that it is impossible. Which is also why a lot of these older motherfuckers think that a lot of things are impossible. It's because they told themselves when they were very young that a lot of things was going to be very impossible for them to achieve. And guess what? That's exactly what happened to them. A lot of these people ended up not getting what they wanted. And it's not even just the older people. It's a lot of the younger people too. And that's exactly, like I said, why I need y'all to rewire that subconscious to get away from that. Because believing in something as limiting as that is only going to cause for you to feel unhappy, baby. Like, I know what it's like to feel limited. I know what it's like to not believe in myself, to think that everything that I wanted was just never going to come into my life. And that's exactly what I was proven. You believe in the limited, you're going to be limited. But if you believe in the limitless, you're going to be shown exactly why you should have been believing in it your entire life. But don't worry about the past. Don't worry about how you used to think. Think about right here, right now. Worry about right here, right now. Think about the fact that you have it all right here, right now, and that you are truly as limitless as I say that you are, because you absolutely are. Take off them sunglasses and look at the bigger picture right in front of you, my love. You see everything in front of you? You want it all? Then you got it all. But that's all because you decided that you have it all. That's what being limitless is. That's exactly what it is. You choose, you get, and that's it. All in your favor because you said so. And that's it, you limitless being. Answer me this. Is there anything better than knowing who the fuck you are in a world that tries to tell you that you don't know who you are? Absolutely not, because in a world as limitless as this, we know exactly who the fuck we are. We are everything because we said so, and that's it. Our lives, honey. So my boyfriend and I recently watched the new Pixar movie Elemental, and if you want to know what twin flames and soulmates are like, dead ass, that movie's gonna show you it perfectly. I loved the movie. And it was for the reason that the two main characters had a very genuine love. Like, I was fucking in love, bro. Like, I tried not to cry, but it was hard not to. But so then upon us watching it, we both loved the movie a lot. We both thought that the two main characters were really, really cute and sweet together. So at McDonald's, as y'all know, usually when a new movie comes out, they like to have the little toys as like in the Happy Meals, like they give them out. We went to McDonald's one day, and it was funny because we weren't even supposed to go to McDonald's that day. It was totally not in our plans. We don't even eat there. It was so like not coordinated. It was just so divinely meant to be, I guess. Because as we walked in, my boyfriend looked over and he saw the two elemental main characters, which is Ember and Wade. And he was like, oh, it'd be so cool if we could have them. But initially we were thinking, you know, you gotta have a Happy Meal for that. We weren't getting Happy Meals. But the kids that we were with did get Happy Meals. 2 kids, 2 Happy Meals, 2 toys, right? And so my boyfriend was like, wouldn't it be cool if you and I got Ember and Wade? Like, wouldn't that be something? But I wasn't really taking it seriously because, again, it wasn't like coordinated. It wasn't something that we were planning. Tell me why one. Tell me why one. In one Happy Meal, one got Wade, okay? The other Happy Meal, they got Ember. Bitch, are you kidding me? But even though they got those two characters, now we had another obstacle here, which is how are we gonna get the toys? Because you feel me, kids want to play with their toys. But all it took was my boyfriend saying, oh, you got Wade? That's really cool. And what did he say? What did the kid say to my boyfriend? Here, you can have him. Okay, so there's one. All right, so then the little girl, she has Ember. And I'm like, oh, that's really cute. I like the toy, blah, blah, blah. Is it okay if I have it? And she was like, here. She gave it right to me. She just handed it over to me. And my boyfriend and I, we were like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, we both were so happy because it was just such a cool moment to see how quickly you can manifest anything that you want. As silly as this sounds to some, to me, to see that things like this can work out, it's still something that is a very big deal. Never water down what it is that you're manifesting, one, but that's not the point of this video. The point is that it happened when we least expected it to. Not saying that you have to not expect it. I'm just saying, like, it happened anyway. And the way that everything ends up working out in your favor, that's something that you gotta hold on to. We love our toys, man. I'm so happy still. Like, thinking about it just brings me joy. Go for what you want and no less. You can have exactly what it is that you want. Just don't settle. Ever. Or should I say Ember? Okay, let me stop. Learn from this. You can do it too. Like, come on. Look how cute this is. Oh my goodness. I'm in love. Well, they're in love, actually. 1, 2, 3. Damn. Thinking about that guy who challenged all the witches on TikTok to hex him so he could prove magic isn't real, and every time he updated saying his life was going fine, witches would get so upset they weren't able to kill a man with their mind like Professor X. Okay, number one, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know anything about him, but I am going to tell you right now that if this is the truth and he really did challenge witches on TikTok, or just in general any kind of witch, to kill him by using their minds or by using their spells or whatever, and he still turned out okay, I'm gonna tell you right now, that just goes to show you just how powerful the mind is. In his reality, he's absolutely the main character, because guess what he's not allowing to happen within his reality? He's not letting anyone or anything try to get him down, even the witches, even the spells, whatever else. None of it can affect him because his mind is more powerful than that. And that goes for everyone else. Everything else too. You too. Everyone. Everything. Nothing can touch you, can affect you, can do anything to you if you don't allow it to. Giving mental permission for shit to happen, that's exactly how things end up happening, you know? If you tell yourself, oh my god, someone cursed me, I'm gonna be cursed, you're probably gonna be cursed. But if you don't let that shit affect you, if you just say, bitch, the fuck, I'm more powerful, it doesn't matter what you say or what you do to me, that's exactly what's also gonna show up for you, is the fact that nothing can touch you without your permission. So at the end of this all, when I did see this on Twitter, I did giggle a little because it was funny, but I will say that it really just goes to show just how powerful the mind is. Nothing can touch you without your permission. Sit still within knowing that. And within knowing that you are as powerful as that. Like, that is a very beautiful thing, especially because you know how powerful spells are. Spells are words that you say to yourself, okay? If you intend to put someone under a spell that you are claiming that they are under, they will be under that spell in your reality. But if that person in their reality chooses to be the most powerful within their reality, their power is going to outweigh everyone else's power because you are the most powerful within your reality. It's really that easy to understand. It really does work that way. Just apply it for yourself and watch how nothing will be able to affect you. And it's all going to be because you said so, and that's it. And that's truly the beauty behind having this amount of power within your life. And not even witch talk would be able to touch you. Nothing against witch talk, of course. I respect y'all greatly. But this is just to show y'all exactly how powerful the mind is. You already know what it is. So remain as powerful as this. It's all what you say it is. You are genuinely impressive. Your energy is genuinely impressive. What this means is that you have all of the energy, all of the power within you to manifest all of the wonderful things that you want out of your life. And that it is impressive that you know that. Like, you got that shit in your heart, in your soul, and you're using it to your advantage. It's not just impressive for that simple fact, but it's impressive because you see it. I don't just see it, bitch. You see it too. How many times do people look outside of themselves to look for answers in another person? They think that this is the solution. This is what's going to get them what they want. In reality, guys, it all leads back to you. If you're constantly searching for answers that you already have within you, you're wasting your time, your energy, and pretty much everything else that belongs to you. So be an impressive bitch. Know who you are. Recognize your worth. Recognize your power, your ability to manifest every single thing that you want just because you want it. As long as you're not sleeping on that, your reality won't be sleeping on it either, because it's gonna all match up in your favor because you said so, and that's it. Stay impressive.